He'll first, he will say a few words, and he will bring on the president of Mosque cares, and then we want to say a few words, make a few announcements, and we can be ready to go to the next event in the program. So let us now bring on Imam Gillen, the member of the Mosque cares board of directors, Imam Deen Mohammed.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the 2011 Muslim Annual Convention, and we'd like to thank the chairman of the convention, Deen Mohammed, for the excellent job that he's done. We're waiting for the president of the Mosque here to come up and basically welcome you here, and then we're going to bring our sister Lynn. She's going to go real quickly through the itinerary of the whole program, and then you will be dismissed. See, the president is here, so I'll bring him before you, the president of the Mosque Ministry of Imam Deen Mohammed, Deen Mohammed II.
Welcome to your convention, the Mosque 2011 Annual Muslim Convention. And this convention is special to me. It's extremely special to me in the process of the evolution of this community. You know, last couple of years we had the Ramadan session mixed with the convention, so the spirit was like Imam Muhammad had predicted that the Ramadan session would be bigger, or at least bigger in the minds and hearts of the believers, because as you know, our devotion to Allah, Muslims are conscious of their religion and responsibility and obligation first and foremost. So now that the convention is occurring after the month of Ramadan is finished and we've all fasted, I'm still in the spirit of Ramadan. You know, I try not to lose the spirit, but I always find that as the months pass and you get further and further from Ramadan, that you find yourself needing that spirit that you get from the fast, and you anticipate it all over again. So we're at the height of Allah's mercy and blessings. Many of us have enjoyed great blessings, special blessings that we may see as only the hand of the work of God in our lives, due to the sacrifices that we gave during the month of Ramadan and during the fast. So I want to congratulate, first and foremost, everyone that successfully completed the fast during the month of Ramadan, and welcome you to your convention. This is you can think of it as a family reunion, because I remember when my father first came into office, we were born Muslim, we lived in a Muslim household, but we weren't introduced, myself, I don't remember being introduced to the community until I was maybe about 8 or 9, I was 7, 8 years old. I remember the first year, I think it was about 7 years old, when Imam Muhammad became the leader of the former Nation of Islam, and he introduced the practice of Ramadan. And as a young fella, I always wanted to be close to my father. I wanted to mimic anything that I thought that he was doing. So I successfully did the fast from food and the water. You know, I was too young to really understand more or less what I was doing. I was attempting to follow my father's footsteps. And we know what great benefit and sacrifices that you get, you know, raising children and you're having your children follow in your footsteps, and having a community and fulfilling this moral obligation of building model communities and supporting communities faces here, and I know that if you're here after the passing of Imam Deen Mohammed, and you're still supporters, and you hear the call, and you respond to the call from the Mosque Cares Minister of Imam Deen Mohammed, that whether you like it or not, or know it or not, that you're a part of this family. You're a member in one household, and like brothers and sisters in a household, that we share the same spirit and the same aspirations. Just like, just like if you're away from home for too long and you miss home cooking, you eat a lot of fast food, eating in places that are unfamiliar with, that when as soon as you come home and get that good home cooking that you miss, it just sits better with you, you know, and you can really appreciate it. And the Arabs, they have a saying that when you miss a person and for a time and you've seen them, you're reacquainted with them, you see them again, they say, my eyes are cool. That when you're separated from family and from loved ones, that you should feel the loss or feel the absence in you, you know? And you should respond to it. You know, if you want to shed tears, you ask Allah to join you together, He'll respond. And sincerity, that Allah responds to the sincerity of all. And most of us are here that fasted during the month of Ramadan, that we're witnesses to that. And all we need to do is to respond to the call that we hear and respond on our own good nature and our own souls. Because I can feel the crowd when Imam Fahim started speaking directly to our soul and our interests, then I could feel the crowd becoming more one and more connected with him. And I like to quote the president. I heard him on the radio a couple of weeks ago saying that as Americans, and attempting to do the same thing that we're attempting to do, that Imam Muhammad spent 30 years of his life, 33 years, and Honorable Elijah Muhammad spent his entire lifetime trying to get us to accept each other. And he said that working together, that there's nothing as Americans can't do, we can't accomplish. So most importantly, and I've also heard Imam Muhammad years ago, I've been listening to some of his early things, saying that the people that you take into your confidence that may not be a member of your community or may not share the same history of you, no matter how loving and how helpful they may appear to be, that what they'll never tell you is that the solution to your problems is for you to start working together. So those of us that have accepted this responsibility and know that we need to work together and to grow together in order to make progress, that I congratulate you all for coming here for this convention and this Muslim convention. And it's an opportunity we haven't had for several years. Imam Muhammad, the nature of his leadership didn't allow him to focus on many of the broad aspects, and where people that look at us outside of our community, they wonder, you know, what are we a community of monks? Do we laugh? Do we joke? What's going on? All you do is pray and read scripture, and you know, we don't see you as being like us or one of us. But we know better. We know different from that. You know, we still, we're black folks, African American folks, and we have a more diverse soul and a bigger appetite coming from the history that we come from than most other groups and nationalities. You know, you can find some of every race or nationality, the look, the nature, the spirit, right in this audience here, this group of African American people. So it's very important that we express our full lives and do it as a family so that our young can have an environment that we trust and have the opportunity to learn from their home. I can tell you